afternoon here. My name is Caitlin Wittenberg. I'm the Group Fitness Director at the Y. It's so great to have you all. As you hop on, drop a little hello, a hi, wave, tell us what you're doing and exactly where you're coming from. Are you coming from the laundry room? Are you on your couch? Are you at your new home office creative space? I'm coming from the downtown Y. This is the Furco Y, and we're in Studio B. This is where a lot of our yoga classes take place, a little of our CX Works core classes, and our Les Mills bar takes place in this studio, along with a bunch of different rentals and variations of kid group classes that we have here at the Y as well. So keep dropping where you're coming from. Maybe you're on the road, you're listening in, maybe you're at your desk. So let us know where you're coming in from, what you're doing. Maybe you're on your lunch break, maybe your kids are napping. And while you guys drop on your hellos and say where you're coming in from, I just wanted to share, I've had a few people reach out to me and ask me, how am I doing with the social distancing? So as many of you know, I'm like a big hugger, and social distancing is like a whole new term for me. I'm like, people come together, and so I am doing really well. Luckily, I still have a few people that love to hug me, including my husband. I also have Ralph here. So Ralph, it's not the same, you guys, but it is great to have Ralph in our presence today. For those of you that do not know Ralph and our Y community, head down to the Furco Y when we reopen. He works Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from the early AM, about 5 a.m. until noon. So come in, say hi to him. He gives actually the best hugs. So if you think I give really good hugs, he does even better. And before we get started, I just want to say a big thank you to all those who are out there helping us keeping this COVID-19 under control. So to all of our hospital workers, nurses, the team members, the staff, those that are keeping our community safe, the cops, the firefighters, all those who are participating, thank you so much. Those individuals who are taking care of everyone, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to all the group fitness instructors out there who have been just providing health and wellness out to the communities during this hard, challenging time when we are separated. Thank you so much. All right, so today I'm going to start off with some core exercises. So really what you'll need is a mat. If you don't have a mat at home, that's totally fine. Grab a blanket, anything that allows you to be on the ground. And then if the ground is not an option, you can always raise it up by being on a bed as well. So we're going to start on our backs today. So lowering slowly down, and you're going to lift those legs up nice and high. So we're going to bring our hands behind and lift the hips up, bring the hands down onto the ground, and you'll notice that I'm making this diamond shape feature. That'll go right underneath your hips, and it just allows for some extra support for your low back. You'll draw the shoulder blades down, pull the abs in, and you should really entirely feel your whole low back press down onto the ground. We're going to slowly lower down, so whether your feet are flexed or pointed, it's up to you. And that just varies from which class you would go to. So if you're in a more of a yoga style class, you might see the feet flexed. If you're in more of a Pilates or dance class, you might see the toes pointed. So we're just going to slowly lower down towards the ground. As your heels lower closer down to the ground, you're going to start to feel that activation in your core. Now this is a perfect spot to stop at and lift straight back up, okay? So just finding that variation that works for you today. We're trying for 10 reps, so you might slowly lower down, pull back up, and then if you're looking for that added challenge and range of motion, you're going to slowly lower all the way down. Hopefully I don't run into anything, no? Okay, and so you're going to lower all the way down, trying as hard as you can to keep that back pressed down into your mat or down into your bed, and then lift straight up. So like I said, you're going to be doing 10 of those. I always like to work in 10s when I'm starting a workout out. Maybe that's not for you today, and that's totally fine. So take it where it feels most comfortable for yourself. And okay, so after that one, you're going to do 10 reps. We'll wait a little. I'm sure you just did all those. For those that are at home, those of you that are at work, continue on. So we've got our feet up, hands, oh, and before I continue on, the hands can be in that diamond shape, or you can press them, hands at the hips, whether the palms are down or palms up, it's totally up to you. Okay, this is gonna be a harder challenge, keeping those hands by the side, and then obviously you can reach the arms out to a T as well. So finding a variation that works for you. Next exercise, again, I'm gonna start with the hands under my hips. We're gonna do a single leg drop. So with my legs flexed, I'm gonna drop one leg down, one leg up, and then with the snap, I'm gonna switch it. And switch, and switch. So you just wanna make sure that you even it out. Now this is where you might feel a little bit more activation into the thighs and into your hip flexors located right here in the front of the thighs. So that is our single leg drops. Again, do 10 on each side, and then whether your hands are underneath or you're moving them outward. Bicycles. So those that take my yoga class know that I love yogi bicycles. So I'm going to show you some yogi bicycles. For those who do bicycles, you're going to see a lot of different variations. But so yogi bicycles, feet up, heels up, toes pointed down towards me. So we're going to slowly curl the knee in and then drop the other leg down. We inhale, lift up, exhale, drop down. Inhale, lift, exhale, drop. So keeping that low back engaged again, that is our key when it comes to core, and breathing here. Now option, you can bring those elbows out and then have your fingertips at your temples and then draw the shoulder, bringing it towards that knee. Okay, so you're literally lifting that shoulder blade up off the ground and then going to the opposite side. Inhale as you rise up, exhale as you crunch. Inhale, lift, exhale as you come forward. So those are the yogi bicycles. Now, butterflies, or, well, let's start with crunches first. So some cool kind of crunches. Again, 10, 10, 10, 10. That's what we're thinking today. If you do one set and you're like, that was super simple, let's move on to 2 sets and 3 sets. I always like to do 1 set of an exercise and then repeat everything within it. But do what feels best for you. This is just my fun go-to routine. And you might be asking, why are we doing core? And so sometimes when we're at home, we might become complacent. We might be sitting for a long time, and it's just nice to move the body a little bit, get the blood flow going, and then you feel energized. And it also might help to increase that body temperature, right? So I'm a person that I get cold super easily. I don't know what it is with my genes. I am like a cold, I should be in the tropics, not Fargo, North Dakota, but that's okay, I'm here, I'm staying. But the core, doing a core workout in the middle of the day or throughout your work allows you that time so that you can warm up the body, get the blood flowing, which also brings just that energy to your brain so that you can be more productive in your day, or be more functional as a mother or father, and helping with your children's homework. So all sorts of activities. Okay, crunches. So this is a really cool crunch that I learned, and I'm gonna share with you today because why not? We're all kind of stuck in our home, so let's hear about something new. So this crunch is not gonna be one that you've seen maybe before. So your hands are gonna be down at your sides. And what's really cool is at home, you could maybe even place a book, or today I'm gonna use my little notepad here, and you're gonna try to reach for the notepad. So I'm gonna reach, curl, 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 and you'll notice that my fingertips touch the notepad. I'm gonna inhale, exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, exhale, reach, and I'm gonna see if I can reach a little bit further. So continuing with that crunch, pushing, and you'll notice that it really allows for my shoulder blades to come up off the ground and then lower softly down, okay? So that's the crunch. The last one are those butterflies. So that's what I was telling you about. This is a really fun one for kids, so I thought I would add it in there because who doesn't want to look like a butterfly? So bringing the soles of the feet together, we create those butterfly wings. So with children, you can even have them starting in a position where you're saying, you know, let's start with our butterfly wings, right? So that they see that butterfly and that they have some fun with it. And then the other thing is that you're gonna catch your butterfly. So you might reach up and grab that butterfly and then come back down. Reach up and grab that butterfly. So you're creating that butterfly wing. You can pretend like you have a net and that you're catching the butterflies. Or if you're starting here, you can just try to catch and grab and catch and grab. So just a very fun variation for those that are home with children and looking for a new way to add some core exercises in for their children. So awesome. That's what we have for our core exercises. Is there any questions coming in so far? No, we're good. Okay, awesome. So for the yogis out there and for people that have never done yoga, I have been doing a lot of at-home workouts, which have been super fun. I'm really thankful that just a multitude of companies have helped out with that. But we're gonna go into a pyramid pose. So a pyramid pose is where you have one foot in front of the other. You're gonna square the hips forward, and then you're gonna slowly walk down that leg. So when we're walking down that leg, this is a great stretch for our glutes and our hips. So I thought we would do a few hip openers as a nice energizer and opener. So you can place your hands on that block, and it doesn't matter which way you have that block, whether it's down or up. And obviously you might at home not have shoes on, but today I'm using shoes. So keeping the right hip forward, left hip back, my left foot is forward, and I'm dropping those hands onto the block, relaxing my head and neck down. Now, not everyone has a yoga block. These are super, you can find them about almost anywhere, right? Like your main stores, anywhere that they sell fitness equipment, you can typically find a yoga block. But I took all my yoga books. Can you believe I have this many yoga books? Really crazy. But it actually ends up being the same height as a yoga block. So at home, I know you guys are reading. I read over the weekend, which was really nice. But place those books, maybe the books that you're trying to get to, and then use it as your block. So keeping the hands on the books, and then relaxing the head and neck, pushing that right hip forward, left hip back to get a nice stretch into that left hip. Then you would do the same thing with the alternate sides. So right leg forward, left leg back, square the hips, and slowly lower it down. Now, for those of us that, might not be able to get down to the ground, right? Like, I remember when I was 5 and could have a lot more range of motion. But if you want, you can also take a chair. So just make sure there's no wheels underneath. You can prop it up against a wall if that's better. And then same thing. So one foot forward, one foot back, square the hips, and then lean forward towards the chair. I'll give you a side angle view. So left hip forward, right hip back, and then lean forward. And so you can use the top of your chair. If you're, you can also use the side of your bed, your kitchen. This is a really great one. Your laundry room table. So all sorts of different options that you can have. And then of course you're trying to relax that head and neck, relaxing that chest to meet your thigh. So once you've got that down, this is called pyramid. There's revolved pyramid. So revolved pyramid means that you're going to take opposite hand to opposite foot. So for me, I'm going to put my left hand down onto the books, and I'm going to open my side body, open my heart and chest out to you guys, and then you can take your eye gaze towards wherever you're viewing, or if you want, you can lean that eye gaze up towards that thumb. And so this is revolved, and it really takes a deeper stretch if you're looking for a deeper stretch into the side here. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. So hips squared, drop the right hand down, and lift that left hand up. You'll notice that there will be a lot of twisting coming from that lower abdomen area. So just allow your breath to work in this space. So really breathing into those low abs and allowing that detoxification, especially in a time of where we have just a lot of news and information flooding us right now about COVID-19. It's just nice to relax and release some emotions, and so just take a few deep breaths in that posture. I think that kind of of wraps it up. If you want to do something really extra, if you're looking for a little balance work, maybe you want to take, you're like, I know those 2 moves, is there anything else you could give us? My favorite is to do like a half moon. So you would have that left foot forward, you place your books at 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock. So today I have mine at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna lift my right leg up and then open up. So this is not stretching into the hips, but rather it's opening the heart space and really allowing some energy. So if you're feeling, today's actually a gorgeous day out, but I know there was like some fog in the morning, so it can just be a nice way to get some energy and emotions released throughout your practice. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them now, or if you have them later, feel free. We're going to stay on this Facebook Live and comment below so that you guys can get the information that you need. Thanks so much.